Welcome back. So I got a package in the mail over the weekend. One that was very excited to receive. And fortunately, I had made some sales, so I was able to splurge a little bit. At the same time, the seller had reduced the price on both of these items. So kind of everything coincided at one time. I was able to jump on them and finally get them to my door. Now, both of these, the seller originally had $1,000 on both of them. No way I'm spending $1,000, but I spent $200 on each of these, so which is pretty darn good. Really a lot harder to find, as I've said before. I think some of the oddball issues throughout, especially the 30s and 40s, are going to become more and more sought after, even into the 60s, possibly 70s, 80s, but to a much lesser extent. The 30s and 40s stuff, it's just hard to find in good shape. So when I happened to see this come up, it's graded in a PSA 8, 1940 Wheaties Champions. Hank Greenberg, hand cut. Incredibly hard to get these in any kind of grade, let alone an 8. As from what I've seen, this is a Pop 1. There's none higher than the 8 that is in my hands. And honestly, I would have been happy with a lower grade, but there's not a lot out there. This happened to pop up, and they put it at a price which I thought was reasonable. So, PSA 8, 1940 Wheaties. Really happy to add this one. Now, unfortunately, this is where the good news ends with the seller. This showed up perfectly fine. These are both in the same envelope and everything. And how it was packaged. So this smaller one was in a bubble mailer. The larger item behind it was in a larger bubble mailer. And then it was sent in just one of these cardboard, thinner cardboard mailers. PSA slabs are pretty durable, as are Beckett slabs. Larger SGC slabs, not so much. So, while the picture, when I bought it, was perfect, it showed up like this. Big old crack on the side. When I flip it over, you can see a crack on the back. Now, I've had this happen before. It stinks. I've had this happen before. And I try and be reasonable when it does happen. The seller could have done a much better job in packaging, without a doubt, because they sent it in that way, no insurance, basically cheapest way they possibly could. So when I got this, I took pictures, reached out to the seller on eBay, and their response has been to reach out to the post office. Essentially, it's not their problem, which frankly pisses me off. Again, when I've had this happen in the past, my response is it's a pain for me, but look, give me give me a refund for the amount that it would cost to re-slab this. That's it. Because especially this is a larger slab. SGC is going to be $75, $85 ish. And I already spent $200 on the item. So, I'm in process of dealing with this. I'm still uncertain as to the recording of this video, of whether I am going to file a claim with eBay, if we're going to go about this through the post office, or some other means. But until then, you will find that seller's handle, eBay handle, in the description below. I do not encourage you to buy items from them, simply for the way that they have handled this situation. Bear in mind, when I approached them, it was not in any sort of angry way. This stuff happens. It's happened to me in sending stuff out. It's, I've gotten other stuff, and it's, hey, this happened, let's find a solution. And they have been nothing but standoffish and unwilling to be reasonable in this situation. So I will keep you posted as to what exactly happens here. I'm kind of in a bind because now ungraded examples of this large 38 Wheaties are going for $150, $200 on eBay. Doesn't mean something's going to pop up for $50. Definitely possible. But right now, to replace, without it being graded, it's going to cost me basically the same as what I paid for this. So that's the situation I find myself in now. Extremely happy with the 40 Wheaties PSA 8. Extremely displeased, to say the least, with the 38 large panel Wheaties, and more so the seller's response to the situation. So that's the one package mail day. Hopefully none of you are having these types of issues. Hopefully none of you had the same issues with this particular seller. And hopefully you'll think twice about possibly dealing with this seller, given their lack of customer service and just lack of decorum in the situation. So that's what I got for you this time around. Until next time, please remember to collect what you enjoy what you collect, and don't let anybody, especially the market or YouTuber, dictate that to you. And most importantly, have fun. And have fun by being active in this community. So find your way of participating, whether it's making videos, watching, commenting, going to live streams, group chats, going to your LCS or local card show, or simply talking about the hobby with family and friends. The more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. The more you'll learn, the more your PC will grow, the more people you'll meet, and the more fantastic friendships you'll form. So I thank you very much for joining me. Hope to see you again. Have a good one, and bye for now.